In a quiet coastal village surrounded by misty cliffs and endless ocean waves, a young widow named Evelyn lived with her 7-year-old son Finn. Their cottage, nestled at the edge of a sprawling forest, was filled with warmth despite its simplicity. Evelyn and Finn shared a bond that was as unyielding as the tides, a connection forged through love, trust, and countless shared adventures. But something mysterious lingered in the air. Whispers of an ancient legend about the echoing lantern had long been a part of village lore. It was said that the lantern could reveal truths hidden deep within the heart, guiding those who sought it to answers they never knew they needed. Few dared to seek it, for the forest it was hidden in was no ordinary forest. It was alive with enchantments and riddles that tested the strength of those who entered. One stormy evening, as the wind howled outside, Finn stumbled upon an old journal in the attic. Its leather cover was worn, and its pages were filled with sketches and notes about the echoing lantern. Intrigued, he brought it to Evelyn. "Mum, look at this. It's about the lantern everyone talks about. Do you think it's real?" Finn's eyes sparkled with curiosity. Evelyn smiled, brushing a lock of hair from his forehead. "Legends often have a grain of truth in them. But why are you so interested?" "What if it can help us?" Finn asked, his voice soft. "What if it can tell us more about Dad?" Evelyn's heart ached. Finn's father had passed away when he was just a baby, and while she had done her best to keep his memory alive, there were questions she couldn't answer. She looked at the journal, then at Finn. "If we're going to search for it, we'll do it together." The next morning, armed with the journal, a lantern of their own, and provisions, they set off into the forest. The air was thick with the scent of pine and earth, and the sunlight barely pierced through the canopy above. Evelyn held Finn's hand tightly, her grip a silent promise that she would protect him no matter what. As they ventured deeper, the forest seemed to come alive. Trees whispered secrets in the wind, and the path twisted in ways that defied logic. They encountered their first challenge at a river with no visible bridge. A voice, soft yet commanding, echoed from the water. "To cross, you must answer. What is it that strengthens with time but cannot be seen?" Finn looked at Evelyn, his brows furrowed in thought. "Is it love?" he whispered. Evelyn smiled and nodded. Together, they spoke the answer aloud. The river shimmered and stepping stones emerged, allowing them to cross. Further along, they met a mischievous fox with fur as red as fire. It guarded a fork in the path and refused to let them pass without a trade. Evelyn offered a loaf of bread from their provisions, but the fox shook its head. "I seek something more precious," it said. Finn reached into his pocket and pulled out a small carved wooden bird his father had made. "This is special to me," he said, his voice trembling. "But if it means we can find the lantern, you can have it." The fox's eyes softened. "Your willingness to give speaks of great love. Keep your treasure, little one." It stepped aside, allowing them to continue. As night fell, they made camp under a tree whose branches glowed faintly with bioluminescent moss. Evelyn and Finn huddled together, the journal open between them. "Mum, do you think the lantern will really tell us about Dad?" "I don't know, sweetheart," Evelyn said, stroking his hair. "But I do know that your dad would be so proud of you. You're brave, kind, and everything he hoped you'd be." Finn's eyes grew heavy, and he fell asleep with a smile. Evelyn stayed awake, watching the forest around them. She felt a deep gratitude for the bond she shared with her son, a bond that gave her the strength to face any challenge. The next day brought them to the heart of the forest, where an ancient stone archway stood. Beyond it was a clearing bathed in golden light. In the center, the echoing lantern floated, its glow pulsating like a heartbeat. As they approached, the lantern spoke. "To claim my light, You must share your deepest truth. Evelyn knelt beside Finn. I'll go first, she said. She took a deep breath and spoke. I've always tried to be strong for Finn, but sometimes I'm scared I'm not enough. I miss his father every day, but I've found strength in the love we share. The lantern's light brightened, and it turned to Finn. The boy hesitated, then said, I miss Dad, even though I never knew him. But I'm not sad all the time because I have Mum. She makes me feel safe. The lantern's glow enveloped them, filling the clearing with warmth. In its light, they saw memories. Evelyn's wedding day, Finn's first steps, and countless moments of love and laughter. The lantern whispered, Your bond is your greatest treasure. Carry it with you, and you will always find your way. When they returned to the village, they were greeted with awe and curiosity. But Evelyn and Finn didn't need to explain. They had found something far more valuable than answers, a renewed appreciation for the love that bound them together. From that day on, the legend of the echoing lantern took on new meaning in the village. It was no longer just a tale of mystery, but a reminder of the power of love and the unbreakable bond between a mother and her child.